So, hi. We had the great adventure of being out at those bars, the late night club, seeing the cemetery place that was way down below the roadway. It was very cool. And we go to this place. He goes in, gone for a long time. Comes out. We go back to the hotel very, very early in the morning and holding hands and all that stuff. Well, so next morning. So the next morning, we get up. He That's the last physical contact we ever had. I had physical contact with him. He didn't have any with me. But it was okay. It was fine. Um, was what it was. And I was like, oh, we're building a relationship. We're going to do all this. Then he goes, well, um, I can't find the stuff. The little packet of whatever he got, which was probably meth. I don't know. But I can't find it. He's like, I can't find it anywhere. So I put on my running kit, which is, I ran a lot when I was in Europe. I mean, I ran probably average every other day. At least I went for a run or a hacky sacked. And I was trying to remember when the first time was that I hacky sacked. I'll get back to you on that. So anyway, I'm like, what? Well, I said, spent 70 euros, like €100 on that. What's the deal? Um, Oh, I don't know where it is. I can't find it. So I put on my running kit, which is, yeah. Oh, sorry. Uh, anyway, yeah, it's running tights, compression shorts, and all that, and you know, I look pretty sexy in it. Okay, we'll go back to this one. But anyway, so I'm headed out the door to go run to the place where we were. I'm going to run, try to find Kelly Mueller and those other people that were with us who knew what was going on. I'm like, let's go. I'm going. Off I go. He's like, oh, wait, no, I found it. They put it in like the cuff of my pants. Oh, really? Oh, that's strange. Yeah, no, here it is. Or it was in a shoe or something. I don't remember exactly where it was, but it was kind of like, hmm. Oh, okay. So finds it, and I said, the rule is that we do it together, not separate, not apart from each other. We're gonna do it together when you want to do it. We're gonna agree that it's the time and the place and all of that. Well, that stuff just makes me sleepy, but it not so much with him. But it didn't make him horny either, like you said it would. What it did was it he got very angry, and it was like when we introduced that, it was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. His personality changed a lot, um, and it wasn't immediate, but it was within a couple of days that I really saw a noticeable change. And I don't know I don't know how much it was or anything like that. I have no idea. And I don't know whether he was hiding some from me or whether when in the interest of being open, honest, we were trying to like, yeah, let's do, we're going to share this. This is going to be something that we share. And because we were going to share everything. That was the agreement. Everything is shared. Everything is shared. Uh, Photos, experiences. We did joke about stories we tell after the trip. Like when I would go or he would go, and we'd have, like, I'd go to the store and have a little adventure. Something interesting would happen. And it's like, oh, that's a story for after the trip. And he had some of those too. like I said, what'd you do? And he says, oh, story for after the trip, which we had agreed that we were going to talk about all this stuff after the trip. So anyway, that morning we've got to prep for departure. I don't think we much went out because we had to catch I believe it was the Leo Express from train because we didn't know about Go Euro yet. Go Euro, hadn't figured it out. So we were looking at train, and it was the Leo Express. It wasn't the bullet kind of train, but it was pretty fast. It was like 90 kilometers an hour, pretty fast. And that was where we were supposed to go to Nuremberg, which would be our next stop. So we took an extra night in Frankfurt to recover from the fun we'd had the night before because jet lag's starting to kick in and the sky is changing and we're starting to get sluggish. But he likes rock stars. I brought him rock stars from the grocery store, which they had over there, and was supportive. We talked about going to the Pollen Garden in Frankfurt. That was his goal. He wanted to go there because he's a arborist guy, loves trees, plants. He was studying to be in college, studying to be not a botanist, but a person that cares for plants. I'll look it up. It escapes me at the moment. It's not terribly important, but he was very close to a degree in that. Horticulture, yeah, it's along the lines of horticulture. Horticulture, not horticulture. See, that's where I want to talk to Starshine and say, anyway, but I can't ever. So that didn't happen, but we knew we were coming back to Frankfurt to catch the plane out of Europe. So I did make a promise that I would make sure that he got there. But there were a couple opportunities to go, and he shied away. So that was something I totally would have accommodated. But it just never worked out. And it would have been cool. But I saw it. I swooped over it in virtual reality. I took a flight over it. That was very cool. Sorry we didn't go. But we were kind of... for me, it was cultural. I just wanted to just experience the culture at ground level. I wasn't going to spend a lot of time in museums and stuff like that. I wanted to really just immerse myself among the people. And this was the day after Trump said that the Germans are bad people. Germans are bad people. They're bad people. And we were at a McDonald's. And it was late. They were closing. It was like 1 a.m. because in Frankfurt, everything closes way early. And they, it's like you order something at McDonald's. It's like, well, this is what we have left. This is what you're going to have because we're not cooking anything else. And I started to, in my broken, non-confident German, start to apologize to them. And Starshine's like, what are you saying? What are you saying? I was like, well, I'm just apologizing to them for Donald Trump's comments. And he got furious. He's like, why are you bothering them? They're getting off work. They don't care. I said, well, on behalf of the American people, I'd like to apologize. I didn't vote for him. No interest in Donald Trump, but I am apologizing on behalf of the American people that I know and care about for what he said to you. And yes, he was right. They didn't care. But I felt like just obligated to say something. So I did. And he got really upset. But he didn't understand half of it. I mean, it's like, but like, really? Come on. Yeah. That's part of the reason why I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. That's why I'm doing this blog. It's why I'm doing this thing is to try to figure out what the hell. I just don't get it. But it was a pretty good day. We ended up taking a couple train rides, like €7 to just step on a train. Uh, so that was we learned that walking is best, and got my backpack fixed, and so we're getting ready to depart Frankfurt and have more adventures, which I will relate tomorrow. Thanks. I know there's a couple things that I wrote down that I didn't relate, and if they're important, I'll plug them in. But otherwise, we're all good for now. Frankfurt, day 3. I think so. And I really, the reason I wanted somebody with me on the trip was to have someone to share memories with. So they're not all just mine, but they are all just mine because some people don't share very well, I guess. Thanks a lot. I will post this and I'll post again tomorrow. Thank you.